Experience of true love and faith in a loving God brings about change of heart. Once, a young man met his primary school teacher during a wedding reception. He went to him and greeted him. He asked, "Teacher, do you remember me?" The teacher replied, "Sorry, can you please introduce yourself?" The student said, "You were my class teacher when I was in the third grade. I was the one who stole the watch of a child in the classroom. Do you remember that?" He continued, "One of the boys in my class was gifted a new watch by his uncle. I liked it and I had stolen it. The boy came to you crying that he lost his watch and he suspected that someone had stolen it. In order to find the culprit, you asked all of us to stand against the wall with our eyes closed. Then you went around searching our pockets and you got the watch from my pocket. I was afraid that I will be exposed in front of the students and teachers. I was afraid I would be called a thief and a liar. But even after finding the watch in my pocket, you continued searching from pocket to pocket till you reached the last student. When you finished searching all, you asked us to open our eyes and we sat on our seats. You showed the watch to the students and then you returned it to the boy who had lost it. You never said the name of the boy who stole it. I was afraid you would expose me before the students. I was afraid you would scold me and punish me. But you never mentioned a word to me or shared this story to anyone. I made a vow silently. I will never steal again. And I have kept it. I decided to study hard, to behave well, and to give up all mischief. And today, I am also a teacher after your good example. Can you tell me what made you protect me and my reputation?" The teacher replied, "I also did not know who stole the watch, because I also had my eyes closed when I was searching your pockets. Because I loved you all, and I did not want anyone to feel less loved." This is how God deals with us. Experience of love can lead a person to repentance and change of heart. The theme for the second Sunday of Advent is faith, love, and repentance. Faith in a God who is love should lead us to repentance. Jesus is God's love incarnate at Christmas. The second candle of Advent, which is also purple in color, represents faith. It is also called the Bethlehem candle as a reminder of Mary and Joseph's journey to Bethlehem. The second Sunday of Advent invites us to travel with Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem to meet Jesus, the love incarnate. In the book of prophet Isaiah chapter 11 verses 1 to 10, the prophet describes how God will reform the lives of his chosen people by sending the Messiah. God had promised King David through prophet Nathan that his kingdom will last forever. But the unfaithful successors of King David and the chosen people were wavering in their loyalty to Yahweh. So Isaiah fills the people with hope with his promise of a new Davidic king who will establish peace and a glorious kingdom of justice on earth. Psalm 72 also pictures the Messiah as one who will show compassion to the poor, the lowly, and the afflicted. In Isaiah chapter 11 verse 3 we read, "He shall not judge according to the sight of the eyes, nor reprove according to the hearing of the ears." This is an invitation to put our faith in God who is love. The letter of St. Paul to the Romans chapter 15 verse 4 to 9, Paul is praying for the reformation of the Jewish Christians of Rome. It is a call to love. They are to live in harmony with the Gentile Christians, accepting them as equals, brothers and sisters, while they all wait together for the second coming of Jesus. The letter of St. Paul to the Romans chapter 15 verse 7 we read, "Receive one another as Christ also hath received you unto the honor of God." This is truly an invitation to love, to make God's love present before the coming of Jesus. In the Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 3 verses 1 to 12, we have the preaching of John the Baptist. This is truly an invitation to repentance. This is an invitation to the Pharisees and Sadducees to reform their lives, to be ready to meet and accept the promised Messiah. John's calling them a brood of vipers is an invitation for introspection about their deceptions that kill the souls with the poison of false morality. In the Gospel of St. Matthew chapter 3 verse 10 we read, "For now the axe is laid to the foot of the trees. Every tree therefore that does not yield good fruit shall be cut down and cast into the fire." It is a warning for those who spend their lives in trivial matters and a call to begin to love. It is a call to repentance, conversion and renewal. It tells the people who were expecting the Messiah to act with justice and charity, letting their lives reflect the transformation that will occur when the Messiah enters their lives. So the message today is both a warning and a promise. Warning for a change of heart and a promise of a Messiah who is loving and forgiving God. Let us prepare the way for the Lord, the Messiah, by repentance and forgiveness. Let us prepare the way for the Lord through acts of love and mercy, so that we can also proclaim our faith in the Messiah who brings hope and peace for the world. Let us proclaim with the psalmist, "The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold."